Can we go back to the old YouTube where I didn't need to style my hair for every video? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my favorite products of 2019. I know, I can't believe it's been a whole year. I know every YouTuber says this, but as you get older, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. But to kick off 2020, I wanted to sit down and go through what, in my opinion, were the best makeup products of 2019. Leave me a comment and let me know what your favorite product of 2019 was. If I don't mention it or if I haven't used it previously, I would love to know some suggestions of makeup to try. And as usual, if you do like this video, please remember to give it a massive thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you would like to see more videos from me. Now, let's talk about our favorite products of 2019. First up, I apologize if I get lipstick on my teeth throughout this video. I can only see like this teeny tiny little square of me in the viewfinder and I can't tell if there's lipstick on my teeth. But let's start off with primers. Also, there's going to be a lot of double ups from my previous favorites videos in this video. I don't want to mention something just because I haven't mentioned it previously. If it's still the best makeup product I found, I'm gonna mention it. Okay, first up, I'm pretty sure this was in last year's video. This is the Tarte Quench Hydrating Primer. For reference, I have oily skin. Now, why I like this is because I use a lot of long-wearing matte foundations and they can be a bit tricky to apply. So I like to use a primer that sort of makes my face slippy? Is that a word? Not oily, maybe kind of wet, hydrated. That makes my face really hydrated so the foundation is a lot easier to apply. And then once the primer dries, it's no longer slippy and you're just left with really beautiful, flawlessly applied foundation. And for that, I use the Tarte Quench Primer. A new primer that has also made it into this video is the Mcgrath Lapse Primer. I know, this is a pretty penny and it's also getting a lot of hate on the internet because of its packaging. I agree, its packaging doesn't reflect the like $90 price tag. It is sort of like a cheap plastic packaging, which works for me because I normally drop everything and if it's glass, it smashes. This primer helps my foundation go on smoothly, but it's not as slippy as the Tarte Quench Primer. And this also helps disguise my pores. I don't know how because it's apparently silicone free, but hey, it works. It also smells so freaking good. I would really love a fragrance in this scent. Mcgrath, if you're watching. Then also my favorite eye primers of the year. I did mention this last year. This is the Too Faced Glitter Glue. It is amazing for sticking down glitter. It's my favorite when it comes to glitter. And then for regular eyeshadow, I really love the Sigma eyeshadow base primer in Ignite. Do you remember when the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot was like all anyone ever used on YouTube? It's like that, but in a stick form. So it's a really nice yellow toned color. It hides all the discoloration on my eyelid and it stays kind of tacky. So if you're not using a high quality eyeshadow, it really helps the eyeshadow stick to your eye and look more pigmented. So this is great to team up with palettes from like Colourpop or Morphe, and I find it blends out a lot better than the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot did. Now onto foundations. You all knew this was coming. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. It's the foundation I'm wearing right now. It is my holy grail foundation. It is so easy to apply. One pump does my entire face, full coverage, minimum creasing, lasts all day and all night, and it has a matte but not a flat matte finish on me, so I freaking love it. But I feel like everyone's gonna get really mad at me if this is the only foundation I mentioned for 2019. So whilst that one is my all-time favorite, I'm gonna give an honorable mention to the Stay Naked foundation by Urban Decay. This is really similar to the All Nighter foundation, but with a little bit less coverage and more of a flat matte finish on me, which is weird because you think the All Nighter foundation would be more matte than the Stay Naked foundation. Maybe it's just my skin. It's probably just my skin. And I'm also going to mention the Mcgrath Labs Skin Fetish foundation. This foundation is like $120, but it's also freaking amazing. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. It is not a full coverage foundation. I do find it to be light to medium coverage. It is a buildable coverage foundation, but the finish on this is like, it looks like your skin, but better. It's like my skin if I was Gigi Hadid. So it does have a very natural finish. It's not a matte finish. It's not a overly dewy finish. It does last a decent amount of time on my skin, not as long as the All Nighter foundation. There's very minimal creasing, but the main selling point for me with this is the finish. Now onto concealer. Last year's favorite wins again. It's the Tarte Shape Tape. It's my holy grail concealer. This stuff is amazing. If you've been living under a rock, go out and try this. I don't know of anyone who hasn't loved this concealer. It is full coverage, doesn't crease, minimizes my lines, and makes my under eyes look airbrushed. It also lasts to the point of me taking it off. Like, it will outlast my foundation. So I freaking love it. It's my all-time favorite concealer. 110% recommend, but also don't want to piss you guys off here. So I'm going to also add in some more concealers. A close second is the Jouer, what was this called? Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. It is very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. I will say though, it has like the fraction less coverage than the Tarte Shape Tape. And that's basically the only reason why it doesn't beat Tarte Shape Tape for me. And then two others I also really love are the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer and the Beauty Bakery Instabake 3-in-1 Concealer. Again, super similar to the Tarte Shape Tape, like the super long wearing, amazing coverage, no creasing. But I feel like the Boing Cakeless Concealer has the tiniest little bit less coverage than the Tarte Shape Tape. And the Beauty Bakery one doesn't make my under eyes look as flawless. Like, it's got amazing coverage, but you can still see the lines that I get here. Whereas when I'm wearing the Tarte Shape Tape, I feel like you can only really see those lines when I'm like mega tired. Oh, also for reference, I'm wearing the Jouer concealer right now. I would be wearing the Tarte Shape Tape, but my usual shade, which is light medium honey, I ran out of. So I'm waiting to get another one of those. So now let's do powders. I'm not entirely sure if all of these were in last year's video, but I know this one definitely was. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. This is what I have under my eyes. It's only like $10 and Rimmel goes on sale all the time. This is the shade Transparent. It is the perfect shade for under my eyes. Makes them look super flawless. I never get any creasing with this guy. Then on the rest of my face, I have the Marc Jacobs Invisible Finish Line Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder. Again, very beautiful powder, stops any creasing, really helps your skin look airbrushed as well. This doesn't change the color of my foundation, and I love the packaging. You all know how messy I am, and with loose powders, they normally get everywhere. But this has like a little stopper in the lid, so once you screw it back on, it doesn't come out. I don't know why all loose powders aren't in this packaging. And the last powder I wanted to mention is the Tarte Shape Tape powder. I usually use this to set under my eyes because I find it can lighten my foundation a little bit. But it stops any creasing, helps my under eyes look flawless. I do get this powder everywhere. Next up, we have bronzers. This was in last year's video, but I can't find a shimmery bronzer that beats this. This is the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea. It looks kind of glittery in the pan, but I never notice any glitter on my face. And it just adds the most beautiful bronzy glow to your skin. It's really easy to blend, it never looks patchy or cakey on me, so I love it. And my other favorite bronzers this year have been the Fenty Beauty bronzers. In particular, the shade Private Island. These come in a whole range of shades and they're very easy to blend out. They never look cakey or patchy. I don't know of any shimmery ones yet, but I haven't been into Sephora for a while, so she might have shimmery ones out now. Now, my all-time favorite blush of the year, I could easily use this blush as my only blush for the rest of my life, is the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo in Pink Delilah. In particular, the shimmery shade, I think I've only used the matte shade like once, but this shimmer shade gives me life. I do have it on my cheeks today. Oh, and I've also got the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer on as well. It is such a beautiful like peachy pink shade and just adds such a healthy shimmery glow to your cheeks. Also really easy to blend and really easy to build up the color with as well. Next up is highlighters, and I have definitely mentioned this one in previous videos. It's not just one, it's more the entire range, and that is Becca's highlighters. In particular, Moonstone and Champagne Pop. They're my two like favorite shades. Well, this one here is Moonstone. Becca's highlighters are just so buttery and blendable, and they give you such a beautiful sheen without looking glittery or chunky. Also love the Fenty highlighters, in particular Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. So Lightning Dust is the more sheeny shade and Fire Crystal is like that glittery shade. Fire Crystal, Lightning Dust. So if you want more of a natural looking highlight, not sure if anyone really wants a natural looking highlight these days, but use the Lightning Dust shade. If you want more of a like blinding wet highlight, use the Fire Crystal shade. And I really struggled to pick like just one top highlighter, so I'm adding in another one, even though I know this is the third. This is the Natasha Denona All Over Glow highlight. It's more of a natural highlight instead of a wet highlight, but you can definitely build it up. It's what I have on my face today. It is also such a beautiful champagne shade. It's really going to suit a whole range of skin tones. And all the highlights are super easy to blend, never look patchy or cakey or chunky. And then I also wanted to throw in the Marc Jacobs Spotlight Glow Stick as my like body highlighter. This is like pure shimmery goodness. And it makes your skin look wet instead of there being like chunks of glitter in it. Like look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Also, it does not feel sticky or greasy like the Fenty Body Lava. I guess I would compare it to like a dry oil, like not sticky at all. Okay, last face products are setting sprays. All-time favorite is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I have mentioned this in countless videos. Really does help your makeup stay on longer, but what I really love about it is that it really helps melt all the powder products into your skin, and I completely drown my face in this. I love it so much. I feel like this is my 5th bottle in my lifetime, and I've got like 3 backups. And then another one I want to mention because it's beautiful when you want that like shimmery goddess look. It's the iconic London Prep Set and Glow Spray. Just give it a shake and you can see it's beautiful shimmery goodness. I basically never use this on a like daily basis. It's more if I'm going out to an event and I really want that like glowing goddess, almost wet look. Now onto eyes. I still have something in my eye. Speaking of eyes, still there. We'll just power through it. I'm going to start off with eyeshadows, and this palette was in last year's video. It's the Dream Street by Sigma, not Dream Street, the Dream palette by Sigma. I feel like they just really hit the nail on the head with this palette. The selection of shades is beautiful. I usually bring this when I'm traveling because you have like every color you need. You have a mixture of matte and shimmery browns, you've got a black, you've got highlights, you've got those pops of colors if you want some color. And you have a nice big mirror, and it came with a brush, which I'm not sure where I put. The quality of these eyeshadows is also fantastic. They are super buttery, super easy to blend, super pigmented. Where can I put this? This is a great palette for beginners or if you want a palette for traveling. Another range of palettes that I have mentioned over the years are the Marc Jacobs palettes. Again, these are so great for traveling. This is the Glam Bishan palette. It's probably my most used palette. You have such a beautiful range of bronze shades and black. Marc Jacobs eyeshadows are one of my favorite formulated eyeshadows. They are so pigmented, more pigmented than Sigma, but they also have a very bigger price tag than Sigma. You don't need a sticky base with these eyeshadows. They're just an amazing quality eyeshadow. Next up, I wanted to mention this palette because it's probably my favorite palette that came out in 2019. It is the Young Wild, no, it's not the Young Wild and Cruelty Free palette. So deceptive with the writing on the cover. It is the Unleashed palette by Tarte. The quality of the eyeshadows is probably on par with Sigma, and I think they have like a similar price tag as well, which is still amazing quality eyeshadows, way better than ColourPop and Morphe, but no Marc Jacobs. Again, you definitely don't need an eyeshadow base with this palette. I love the color selection, and again, super pigmented, super easy to blend. This palette also smells really good. And I don't know if it's supposed to. Anyway, here's my little swatches of those eyeshadows. Then the last palette I'm going to mention, and my all-time favorite palette, is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership palette. This is Mothership version 6. Okay, Pat McGrath has made the most amazing quality eyeshadows I have ever tried in my entire life, and the price reflects that. This is a pretty penny, I know, but this is my best products of 2019. These are the best quality eyeshadows I've ever tried in my entire life. I have these 4 shades. I also use the glitter on my eyes right now. They are so buttery and so easy to blend, so pigmented. Ooh. So if you have lots of money and don't mind spending $200 on a palette, Pat McGrath makes amazing ones. Okay, I need it like wipe that off a bit. Now for single eyeshadows, the Marc Jacobs single eyeshadows are still my favorite. Like I said about their palettes, the formula of Marc Jacobs eyeshadows are just phenomenal. So buttery, so easy to blend. I love them. You also get so much product. I kind of wish they made like the typical size pans for cheaper as well as an option, you know. Then my favorite pencil eyeliners are the Marc Jacobs highliners. I guess Marc Jacobs just really knows how to do eyes and highlighters and primers. Their coconut primer is also really good. Okay, getting sidetracked. But their highliners are so pigmented and beautiful and waterproof, and they don't smudge and they don't run, and they're great for your tight line. You do have to warm it up a bit before putting it in your waterline, I found. But they're still so beautiful and they last all day. Now for liquid eyeliners. This one was in last year's video. It is still my all-time favorite. It's just the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. It's just so black. The like paintbrush applicator is so precise. They don't dry out quickly. This never runs on me. But another liquid eyeliner I have really been loving is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Easy Glide Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This is pretty damn similar to the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I find the applicator to be exactly the same. If anything, the Kat Von D one is just a little more black. Also, this is the eyeliner I have on my eyes right now. But they're both super long wearing. They never run on me, so yeah. I love them. Great eyeliners. Now onto mascaras. First up, this was in last year's video. I just didn't find one that really... I didn't find one with the same qualities as this mascara. This is the Nas Orgasm Mascara. Your eyelashes still feel like your eyelashes with this mascara. Like usually with mascara, your eyelashes get really stiff and kind of crunchy. This, your eyelashes stay soft and like flexible, and your eyelashes still look really natural whilst adding length and volume. It is not waterproof, but it doesn't claim to be. Also doesn't hold a curl on my eyelashes, but I find only waterproof mascara holds a curl. Then a new mascara I was really loving this past year is the Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes Mascara. So this, like their foundation, makes your eyelashes look like eyelashes, but better. So it adds a lot of volume and length without looking overly like you're wearing mascara. Now onto brows. I don't know if this was in last year's video, but this is now my holy grail brow pencil. This is the Sigma brow pencil in light. It is what I have in my eyebrows right now. I do have really dark eyebrows, and I find if I use a really dark pencil, it just sort of makes them look a bit like Sharpie brows. So I love the light pencil for keeping my eyebrows light and kind of feathery looking. It is also really long lasting. I've never had an issue with this pencil running. I have gone through so many of these. Oh, also I love the color of the light pencil. It's really ashy. I hate warm toned eyebrow pencils. So that is the pencil right there. It also has a waxy formula, so it's really easy to create that like feather brow look, but you can also build it up. So if you want more of a structured brow, it's great for that too. And then my all-time favorite brow gel, which was in last year's video, is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. What can I say? It sets your brows. I have really long eyebrow hairs, so they tend to have like a mind of their own, but this keeps them in place. Oh, I also want to quickly mention some other eyelash products, and that is the Adele Studio FX Demi Wispy lashes. They're like the regular Demi Wispies, but they're double stacked on the end. They're what I have on my eyes right now. They are so beautiful. They suit every eye shape, but they really complement hooded or deep set eyes like mine. They tend to hide the hooded part for me. And my favorite lash glue, which has been my favorite lash glue for like the last 5 years, is the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. It's super sticky and does an amazing job at keeping your eyelashes stuck to your eye. Now onto lips. My favorite lipstick hasn't really changed much. I still really love the NARS Audacious lipsticks and the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea lipsticks, but my favorite ones of 2019 have actually been by Rimmel. These are the new Lasting Finish Extreme lipsticks. I had Blush Touch on my lips until I ate it all, but these are so pigmented and so hydrating. I never have any issues of them highlighting my dry lips, because that is a very real issue for me. I also like the way that these are shaped. It's sort of like a teardrop shape, and it also has a curve, so it just really hugs your lips. Then my favorite liquid lipsticks. These were a new discovery for me. I did get these these in like 2018, but I wore them only like once. So I feel like 2019 is the year that I really fell in love with them. These are the Estee Lauder liquid lipsticks. These are potentially the best liquid lipsticks I've ever used. I also really like the Balm liquid lipsticks, but these last so long. They last throughout me eating, and they don't highlight any dry patches, and they don't go all like crumbly and flaky on me like a lot of other liquid lipsticks tend to do. I like how they smell. I can't really tell you what they smell like though. It's kind of sweet. I like it. I think these are the two last products for my favorite 2019 products. They are Tinted Lip Balms. I have two of them. I have the Nas Orgasm Afterglow Lip Balm. It's very hydrating without being greasy or oily, and it just has this beautiful pink tint to it. Ooh. Then the other one that I'm freaking obsessed with, I don't really feel like this is a tinted lip balm. It kind of feels more like a lipstick to me. It's the Pat McGrath Blow Up Sheer Color Balm. This is also a mini one because Pat McGrath is expensive. It is like a your lip color but better color. Let me do a swatch. Can you see that? I love it. It's so hydrating, doesn't highlight any of my dry flakiness, and I love the little packaging. So those are the best makeup products I have tried in 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please remember to give this video a massive thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you would like to see more videos from me. Let me know what your favorite products of 2019 were. I definitely need to try more products in 2020. Since leaving Sydney, I don't go to many events anymore, so I don't get that much PR anymore, so I definitely need your recommendations. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!